This is Doug here, and we're back for Harry's fourth video blog, and this is at the Virginia Horse Trials. He did the day before do the young event horse qualifier, the 4-year-old, and we did end up finishing second. Did also qualify for Fair Hills, so we are good to go for the fall season for the futurity here. But we have the lucky opportunity here at Virginia then to go the next day back and do a full event. So he did the beginner novice, and I think he certainly came through here, made this very easy, honestly, and will move up to novice his next time out. But the nice thing in his dressage, as you can see here, compared to Paradise, which was his first, he's also been to Stable View since, and unfortunately I've inadvertently deleted that video, so we don't have it. But see, our third event now, he is a whole lot more confident in the ring. Been recently looking to refine the accuracy and consistency, and I think he's far and away better off than the last couple times out. He's a very athletic, loose-moving horse, and it's honestly just a pleasure to work with him because it makes life a whole lot easier when it just comes easily to them. And here we have the free walk. We're going to, in the next couple of weeks, try to see if we can't get the stretch a bit more confirmed. He's absolutely loose and has got a good overtrack, but certainly could show a little bit more stretch here in the walk itself. I think it's important to always keep in mind with a horse like him, though he's absolutely loose and limber and free of tension, that in the end, yeah, it's not perfect yet, but he's far and away ahead of the game, and there's no need to end up really putting the screws to him at all. I want this all to be a fun, easy experience for him, and I'm going to do my best to maintain that same attitude going forward, because really in the end, if he enjoys their job, or if they enjoy their job, it just makes life that much better, and for the both of us. And in the end, he will be a more competitive horse that will be in it for the long term because of it. Our transitions from trot to canter, again, still could use a bit of refinement, but I mean, again, he is a baby, so I'm not really too terribly bothered by it at the moment. Not that, again, we won't work on it, but we're in pretty good shape as it is. So he ends up on a 31 here in the dressage, and currently sits after the dressage phase alone. I think he sat in third place. And we've got our final center line and halt. I think in general I was very, very happy with this test. Look at that, nearly square, pretty close. So on to cross country. So again, at beginner novice, the jumps are really not all that exciting. Got a bunch of singles. The nice thing here, I did go a little bit back. I went to a 3-ring bit, so a little bit of leverage. He did want to get a hair strong or heavy, and my preference is to end up having little to no contact on cross country, especially in between the fences. And when he would go to lock, we'd generally start them in a rubber snaffle that he would tend to lock on and get pretty strong. So I wanted him to get a little bit looser. So he's getting better and better here. The hills are this is a great venue to practice because of the hills. Something that we don't often get to experience, or horses get to jump on and around. So downhill there, he wanted to brace a hair. I'm looking always, every time he does get strong or heavy, I think a rebalance and then reward him the moment he does go a bit softer. So long term, I think we'll probably end up backing back down to some sort of a snaffle in one way, shape, or form. I think at the top end of the sport, your biggest time savings on cross country does not come from going faster in between, but having a shorter and shorter period of time that is needed to set them up for each fence. And so looking to instill those same qualities early. And you can see, went to go run down the hill and kind of got a little stuck on the right turn there, but we got it all sorted in time. Um, Again, throughout the entire cross country, kept a great rhythm, jumps in very good style. There's not a whole lot you could complain about. So going into show jumping, we're still sitting in third, looking to hopefully get a clear and put a little pressure on the two in front of us. First couple of jumps here, kind of a smaller arena, so things do come up quickly. Knowing that this is the case and often at competitions, and I don't like to rush, especially earlier horses would like to keep the tempo a little bit slower so they can learn early on to jump into very round shape, is that we do a ton of footwork stuff. So small oxers, placing rails front and behind, or trot poles on the backside, whatever it might be, that encourage them to land and instantly be in the very similar balance and canter that they had on the front side of the fence. So we did see it put a bit of an inside turn into fence 3, and the nice thing then is that if I get one inside turn, I know I'm going to be well clear of the time allowed, and I'm not going to feel rushed throughout the rest of the course. But he did finish up on a clear round here, so finished on his dressage score, did move up one place, so our final result in the beginner novice was a second, and really nice after the weekend, getting our qualifier for Fair Hill and a second place in the beginner novice. So check back soon for our next update.